Excuse the appearance. I just came in from the garden. I'm all sweaty and dirty. But I wanted to take a minute and share something. There was a discussion on Jenny Love's The Rogue Witch on TikTok the other day that I tapped into briefly. And now I find myself pulling a card that kind of took me back to that brief conversation. And it has to do with, by the way, follow her. She's magic. So it was a discussion on shadow work. And more specifically, the label, the naming of the experience and the process that many go through, that has been labeled shadow work. And I don't call it shadow work. I call it void work. And I'll explain why. And I'll try and make this as brief as possible. And I'm just feeding you. I'm just dropping little seeds. That's all. Food for thought. The card that I pulled today was Worlds Within Worlds. It's gorgeous, right? I love this deck, and I have no idea what it's called. I don't know. I truly do not know. I've had it for years now, and I do use it in a very specialized reading, but she literally grabbed me today, so here I am. Okay, so Worlds Within Worlds. So this took me right back into that discussion the other day. And the reason being is because I don't refer to, like I said, shadow work as that. Rather, I refer to it and know it as void work. And to expand on that, often, the labeling of things and the suggestion of things can influence and impact whether someone proceeds or is brave enough or feeling empowered enough to step in to whatever it is. And so I've always felt that shadow work and even the labeling of the void has this connotation of deep, dark, scary, not pleasant experience. I will say this. I know that we all have an aspect of shadow, and that is the deepest, darkest recesses of our being. And that is also where the foundation of why we're here, what we are to learn, what we are to heal, all of that resides. And yet, we have been told that it's a big boogeyman. That's not to minimize, the working with and of shadow. The self-shadow is truly a journey of bravery, vulnerability, for sure, courage. But what I have learned in my own work, my personal work, as well as with others, is that it's not shadow work for me. It's void work. And the reason why it's void work is because we reside in a reality of polarity. And when it is something is presented as one way, we must take pause and question what the polarity of that is. Good, bad, indifferent. So with void work, the connotation is that you're stepping into the deep darkness of nothingness. And there's no sound, there's no, it is void of everything. What I see very little being spoken about is the polarity of that. Yet we hear stories about, people having near death, or they, like they die on the table kind of thing and come back. And their experience is very often expressed as they're walking into this very, very bright light, blinding light. I'll wait. I'll pause. You see where I'm going? So void work is all encompassing. We just have to come into a deeper understanding of what that is. And indeed, even the void of light can be just as scary and intense and demanding of vulnerability and courage and everything, just as the void of shadow demands. So when I saw this card, it reminds me of void work. I just wanted to share that. Plant little seeds for you to grow. Have a great day. Be the medicine that you seek.